Okay, let's hope autofocus. Stay here. Don't move around like last video. Thank you.
You had one job. Just the one.
Welcome back again. Fred here. Today we are gonna discuss April's book review. Woo! I know it's not April, or it's not probably gonna be May anymore. We are working on the process of uploading these videos a little bit more when the month is still relevant and everything. But we are doing April's book review, and this is gonna be a very different book review because I'm gonna review a lot of different kind of books. I'm not just gonna do fiction or only non-fiction. It's gonna be from extreme fiction to extreme non-fiction basically. So I think it's a very interesting spectrum of books for this month's book review. Let's get the contestants ready. First, we have The Alchemist from Paulo Coelho. I know I've already made a video about it. Have you seen it? But I want to tell more about it again, and I've also read it again. And then we have Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill, which is by now a century old, this book. It's full of wisdom, and I cannot wait to talk about this book because it's crazy. And then third, we have Violence, Speed, Momentum from Dr. Disrespect. And you can guess which of these three books is fiction and which one is non-fiction. Let's start with the most incredible one, which is still The Alchemist for me. Why The Alchemist from Paulo Coelho? It's just crazy. For me, when I read about this book, this magical book that talks about your personal legend, about a farmer, a shepherd, a boy who just wanted to travel and see things, how he meets all these interesting people, and how the more he discovers, the more he feels he is right on the path where he should be in life. And I think anyone who reads this book feels the magic in there. You're really on this journey with someone and he's figuring it all out during his journey. I think most of us can relate to this to some extent. When you're young, we all have these ideas of what we want to do in the world, what we want to accomplish. You know, some things are gonna get in the way and some things might lead you towards this feeling of, I'm getting close, you know? I think I'm close towards doing what I was meant to do. When you read The Alchemist and you read this shepherd's life and how he goes and thinks about everything and how everything is part of a bigger plan, but you have to work for it and do everything that you can do to get to this point where you want to go in life. It's absolutely beautiful. And that's why I really want you to urge you to read it again, even because for me the second time was even better. I felt more part of this whole idea because I didn't have to read it again to, you know, what's gonna happen. I already know it. But really be in the present moment of what's he talking about? What's he feeling? How does it relate to everything else in the world? And how does it relate to me? That was for me very beautiful. 5 out of 5, a billion out of a billion. Beautiful book. 100% recommend it. It's absolutely fantastic. It's sublime, all right? Let's move on to the second book, which is Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill. Well, the title says it all. Think and Grow Rich. Now you're gonna think this is some kind of Ponzi scheme, you know, to make some money. That's not what this book is about. This book was written by Napoleon Hill. Someone gave him the opportunity or a job to research what made the 500 richest Americans rich. What did they do? What was their drive? What was the whole thought process? Were they raised? Everything. When you read this book, you can tell that every motivational speaker, every successful business person that tries to tell you something, they've all read this book. I'm telling you, they've all read it. Everything that you see today, it all has its roots in this book, in Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill. The contents of the book are they're a little bit spiritual. They talk a lot about the principle of auto-suggestion. In order to actually change something and get something more out of life, you cannot just say, well, I'm gonna do that right now. Tomorrow I wake up a different person, that's how I'm gonna be, done. It doesn't work like that. You have to change your mind slowly and make yourself believe you can change in order to change in the long term. It doesn't just happen overnight. You have to put yourself in who you want to be in 5, 10, 20 years. And then slowly you get there. That's the whole point of this whole book, basically summarized. There you go. You don't have to read it anymore. No, please do. Please read the book. It's amazing. It's the Bible of success. in my opinion. Again, success is different for everyone. I don't want to get into this discussion. Let's move on to the third book. So, I've done some little research in the YouTube algorithm. I called up the guy, his name is Mike from IT, from YouTube, and he said that you aren't subscribed yet. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Did you know that one cat and one dog dies every time you didn't click on subscribe? You keep watching the videos. It's kind of cringe, so you better click subscribe. Think about the cats and the children. Okay. Violence, speed, momentum from Dr. Disrespect. I'm just gonna give you a disclaimer right here, right now. If you don't know who this is, you are just gonna read this book and think, what the hell? What the frick am I reading here? Doesn't make any sense. This guy is clearly delusional. He is mental. You're gonna think he is crazy, which I think he is nonetheless. But he's a famous YouTube streamer, or famous. He's kind of famous, I think. And he's really known for having this alter ego, Dr. Disrespect. And he was like, I'm gonna read a book that's gonna bring back literature to kids, because this book, it's just meant as, you know, a big joke, but to get people to read again. Because in his opinion, and I think he's right, reading is not just all about fiction and you have to learn and, you know, you have to relate everything to your own life and blah, blah. No. Sometimes, including me, I just like to read something and not think about anything else. I don't want to read and then when I close the book, then I'm still thinking about it. This book, you just open it, you read it, it's fun. When you put it away, there's not a second spent on thinking about anything. You're just enjoying the book, that's it. You're just thinking this guy is delusional and crazy, and that's it, you know. That's sometimes all that it should be. So there you go. I will give this book a 7 out of 10, I guess. I don't know. The book was insane. And I forgot to rate our lovely Napoleon Hill. I will give him a 20 out of 10 because he deserves 2 times the full rating. That book was... I cannot believe someone wrote this by himself and came up with all of this himself. Everything in this book, I think it's amazing. I think it's beautiful. There's so much to learn in this book. There really is. There really, really is. Just to be serious for a small fraction in this video, because I think that sometimes if you really want to learn something, or you feel like, hey, I want to, you know, change myself, I want to change, then I think this book is great because it really explains us from a psychological factor how your body is made and how it can change and how your thoughts have to change for yourself to change. Pretty cool, pretty amazing, cool stuff. I know I am still gonna make this video about digital minimalism from Cal Newport. I am still working on the month of, you know, not using internet for most things, and I have changed things up a little bit from time to time to fine-tune how it might work for me. So I will keep you guys updated on it. I've definitely learned a lot from it. I have changed things in my life, but I want to make a proper video for this and not just do it in a book review. So there you go. I think that's it. We're done with the books. I'm really excited for the May book review. Here is one of the books that I'm reading right now that I'm gonna finish in May. So that's Surrounded by Idiots from Thomas Eriksson, Swedish guy. It's amazing. I got this book as a gift from my brother. Pretty cool. I would never have picked out this book myself, but now that I have read it, or I'm reading it, I think it's one of the most useful books I've read this year. Really. Without further ado, it's not a May book review yet. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Please leave a comment. What did you think? What did you read? Let me all know. What did you hate about my face? You know, this thing. Let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers. And you know what they say. Stay positive. Be happy. Fred out. Subscribe.